Welcome to your Shadow channel. Now we will tell another chilling horror story. Tonight, we delve into the 3 horror stories set in a haunted hospital. Are you ready to get scared? Let's begin. The first story is about the crying child. In the heart of an abandoned hospital, the ghostly echoes of a child's weeping permeated the stale air. The staff had long since fled, leaving behind the tales of the crying child. They said his spirit lingered, trapped within the decaying walls of the pediatric ward where he once fought bravely against an unseen enemy that claimed his young life. The hospital, now a husk of its former self, was avoided by all but the most daring of urban explorers. One such explorer, armed with nothing but a camera and a flashlight, ventured into the darkness to uncover the truth. As night fell, the hospital's eerie silence was shattered by the unmistakable sound of a child's cry. It was soft at first, almost like a whisper, but it grew louder, more urgent. The explorer followed the sound to its source, a room at the end of a long corridor. The door creaked open to reveal a scene untouched by time, toys scattered on the floor, a small bed with rumpled sheets, and walls adorned with fading drawings of happy times. In the corner stood a figure, small and translucent, with tears streaming down his ethereal face. The crying child looked up, his eyes meeting the explorer's. In that moment, the air grew colder, and the toys began to move as if guided by an invisible hand. The child's sobs turned to wails, filling the room with a sorrow so profound it was palpable. The explorer, overcome with an inexplicable sadness, felt a chill that seeped into his bones. He realized then that the crying child was not just a ghost, he was the embodiment of every hope and dream left unfulfilled within these walls. The explorer left the hospital, the cries of the child haunting him long after he had gone, a reminder that some places are best left to the spirits that claim them. The second story is about the midnight surgeon. In the depths of the abandoned Mercy Hospital, there existed a legend known only as the Midnight Surgeon. Once a renowned doctor, his name was scrubbed from every record after a series of unspeakable events. It was said that at the stroke of midnight, the operating lights would flicker to life, and the sound of metal tools clinking would echo through the halls. The story tells of a group of med students who dared to challenge the myth. Armed with nothing but their skepticism, they entered the hospital as the clock chimed 12. The air grew thick, the silence broken by the distant sound of a heart monitor beeping steadily. They found themselves drawn to the old operating theater, where the beeping grew louder, more insistent. As they pushed open the doors, they were met with a chilling sight, a spectral figure, draped in blood-stained scrubs, hunched over a translucent patient on the table. The midnight surgeon worked with a feverish intensity, his hands moving with a precision that was almost otherworldly. The students watched, frozen in terror, as he turned to them, his eyes hollow pits of despair. He beckoned them closer, offering a place at the table. One by one, the students felt an irresistible pull towards the operating table. It was then that they realized the patient on the table was not just a ghost, but a mirror of their deepest fears, each seeing a different horror lying before them. The midnight surgeon whispered of a deal, a chance to change their fates, to alter the very fabric of life and death. But such power came at a price, a piece of their soul, a fragment of their humanity. As the clock struck 1, the operating lights dimmed, and the students found themselves alone, the heart monitor silent. They fled the hospital, vowing never to speak of what occurred. But the tale of the midnight surgeon lives on, a haunting reminder that some doors, once opened, can never be closed. The third story is about the forgotten ward. In the derelict corridors of Oakwood Hospital, there was a ward that even the bravest staff dared not enter. Known as the Forgotten Ward, it was a place where the air hung heavy with the scent of antiseptics long unused, and the silence was a thick blanket that smothered all but the bravest of hearts. The story of the forgotten ward began with a patient named Anna, whose sudden disappearance from the hospital was shrouded in mystery. Some said she was taken by an unseen force, others whispered of a secret experiment gone wrong. But the truth was far more terrifying. As legend had it, when the clock struck midnight, the sealed doors of the forgotten ward creaked open, revealing a realm where the boundary between life and death was blurred. Inside, the ghostly figure of Anna roamed, her eyes empty pools reflecting the despair of her untimely demise. One fateful night, a group of medical interns, fueled by curiosity and disbelief, ventured into the ward. The moment they crossed the threshold, the temperature dropped, and their breaths turned to mist. The walls, once sterile and white, were now covered in creeping vines, and the air was filled with the sound of a heart monitor beeping erratically. The interns felt a presence among them, a chill that danced across their skin. Anna's spirit appeared, her form flickering like a candle flame in the wind. She beckoned them to follow her to a hidden room, where the remnants of her life's story lay scattered, a diary, a locket, and a faded photograph of a smiling woman. As they delved deeper into Anna's tale, the interns realized that she was not just a lost soul, but a guardian of the ward's dark secrets. Her spirit was bound to the place, cursed to relive her final moments until someone uncovered the truth behind her disappearance. The interns, now prisoners of the forgotten ward, worked tirelessly to piece together Anna's story. And as dawn approached, with the first light piercing the darkness, they finally understood. Anna had been a whistleblower, ready to expose the hospital's malpractices. In her honor, they vowed to bring the truth to light. With the rising sun, Anna's spirit found peace, and the forgotten ward was silent once more. But the interns would never forget the night they walked its haunted halls, and the ghostly guardian who led them to the truth. These are just one of the many horror stories. There are many more out there, waiting to be discovered and told. Do you have any horror stories of your own? Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky content. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. Bye.